Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of Love After Lockup, Season 2, Episode 47. Just to start this, I know that I'm like 2 days late, but on Sunday, February 16th, my gerbil passed away. If you have been watching this channel for a minute, then you know that my daughter, Jezzy, that was my first pet, and then I got my cat Stuff. But that was my daughter, and I really, really loved her. So yeah, I took some time to not do anything, and 90 Day Fiance will not be out today. It'll be out tomorrow. I just am gonna give myself some time. My shirt is on backwards because I don't care, and my background is messy, but I'm in the process of fixing it. Um, It was really crazy because I had just moved Jesse over on the other side. You hear a lot of noise. My cat is using the litter box. I had just moved Jesse on the other side. I was gonna get the house all nice, and she didn't even get to see it. And that's what's making me really sad. Like this was literally Jesse was my first pet as an adult. And today is my great grandmother's birthday. My great grandmother would have been 90 something. I don't know, but she would have been 90 something. Okay, so let's get started. We see Lacey and Shane. They go to the roller rink, and as they are having so much fun, he decides that this is the best day, the best moment, the best scenario, the best time, the best scene, the best setting, the best day. This is the best day to tell her that he cheated on her. She doesn't understand why he would marry her, and he says he married her because he loved her. She says in her confessional that maybe this is payback for her and John. I mean, who knows? It could be. And he sat there, Shane sat there and told her that he would never hurt her. And it was crazy because when they went back and they did the flashback, um, I was about to call her Stephanie. Who the hell is Stephanie? Lacey said, I just, recently got divorced and, my heart is in a weird place or whatever the hell she said. And I was just thinking about it like, girl, you recently got divorced. Wait, what? So you were talking to John. Your last child could have been his child. So I'm not going to say that it was karma, but I am going to say that you was getting around, okay? And Shane did a little bit of getting around too. That's all I'm gonna say. So she gets up, goes in her big van, and she leaves. And he like Lacey. No, she gone. She gone. This makes her question the entire marriage. Okay. We see John because apparently John is literally the new Megan, or would John be Sarah? John would be Sarah, right? Yeah, because he was first and then, yeah, but Shane is Maria. I'm sorry. Okay. John's sister comes over. She's very proud of her brother, that he's doing well. He's in rehab. Um, she asked him what happened that night. He said he got in his feelings about him and Lacey. He started drinking, then he got behind the wheel and they found drugs on him. Was he doing the drugs and that's how they found him on him, or was they just on him? Who knows? We don't know. Um, his sister says that she has manipulated him time and time again. She ain't like that bitch 15 years ago and she don't like her now. She didn't call her a bitch, but it was implied. Okay, if you sitting up here saying, I didn't like the girl 15 years ago and I don't like her now, that's a long time to not like somebody. And I therefore think that you're calling her what? A bitch. Okay, I think I'm going to go to the store before I come back and do my schoolwork. And sorry, that had nothing to do with y'all. John says that, Lacey and Shane will break up, and then he and Lacey will get back together, and everything will be papa poo poo, and Jennifer just doesn't understand why he keeps falling for her. And if he goes back to jail, they won't be there for him like they have been time and time again. He says, I ain't gonna go back to jail. She says, you keep saying you're not gonna go back to jail, but then you go back to jail. And you keep saying that you not gonna go to jail specifically due to her, and you be going to jail specifically due to her. So kind of don't believe you. So she doesn't believe him. Okay, moving on. Oh God, what a if anybody, and I'm serious, I really want y'all to tell me, please tell me right now, do you like Angela? Like, do you, not do you agree with her dumbassness? Answer that. If you agree with her dumbassness, tell me why. Tell me, why do you agree with her dumbassness? Why? Why? And then tell me why. If you like Angela, tell me why. And if you agree with her dumbass ways, then also tell me why. Okay? Okay, we're gonna move on. She goes home, she was in the, now, okay, something that was, because I watched the show, like, what, 4 days ago. I watched the show the same day I put up the Married at First Sight review. She got into the bed with that man, but the cover was different. The cover was like this circular patterned color. Maybe I'm imagining things, but I could have sworn that the cover was different. Then, she got in the bed, kissing on him, and then they wake up, Tony in the bed. He said, I thought you was gonna, stay. She then decides to say, well, I had to watch you. I will never. You're watching this man. You know that this is something that he is not, he doesn't really like for you to be watching him, and you watch him, and then not only do you watch him, but then you tell him that you watched him, and you know that that's something that he wouldn't like. And she's like, I had to make sure you didn't do something stupid, because if you go back to prison, we're done. So that's so fun. So at least I know my ceiling if I'm Tony. So I can cheat on her. I can cheat on her with prostitutes. Can I probably steal some money? Could probably steal some money. I could probably steal her car. I could probably pee on her. But when it comes to going back to jail, because not only didn't, like, wasn't Tony supposed to get out in the end, or wasn't, yeah, he was first season he was supposed to get out, and he didn't get out. Second time he was supposed to be in the halfway house, he wasn't in the halfway house, or he left the halfway house and ended up, did he go back to jail? I can't remember. Whatever that man did, and you stuck by him, but you expect me, a Taurus, to believe that you're going to get rid of him. Girl, shut the fuck up. Anyway, Tony says that he understands why, Angela would be skeptical of him, considering that he's cheated on every single woman that he's been with. But he wants to prove to her that he loves her, but she needs to stop being so disrespectful. He said that to her face. You need to stop being so disrespectful. You need to stop being so disrespectful. Okay. Anyway, she said something to him. Then as she leaving, she said, "Have a good day, love you." And it's like, girl, just Can they get off this show? Because nothing's gonna change. She's not gonna wake up one day and say, "Oh wow, Tony has been treating me like dog shit." It's never gonna happen. So why are we sitting here watching this? Huh? Huh? God. Anyway, they driving in the car. He touching on her. She calling him her chunky hubby, or hubby chunky, and that didn't make no sense. They going to the church. Brother Tony is going to mentor them because she believes that he can change and she wants to make things better between them. Brother Tony has mentored Angela through all of her past relationships. And, they start talking and he admits to having intercourse with the other women. But she believes that he has a good heart. But this is his last chance, girl. I honestly, truly, honestly, oh, maybe my thing wasn't charging. I honestly, truly, honestly, truly, truly, honestly, you not gonna get this man the last chance if you're saying that it's the last chance. If it's the last chance, I wouldn't even say it. If it's truly 100% the last chance, I just let the nigga do it, and then I'd be out the door. But you don't do that, right? She believes that he has a good heart. This is his last chance. He says that he hasn't had a good relationship with his family and his father was abusive. And this is the first time that Angela is hearing all of this. So, she knew that there was going to be something that made him not responsible for his actions. Look, okay, a little bit about me if y'all don't know. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you now, but I watched this girl on YouTube, this woman on YouTube, and she does not know how to have accountability. And it just reminded me so much of this situation. I'm not going to say any more about it because, no, not right now. So, he says that in his confessional that he's gonna try to make it work because he doesn't want to hurt Angela and he loves Angela, and apparently he's doing the same thing to his lady that his father did to his lady and them. So, okay, whatever. So we see Brittany. She says she's talking to Marcelino, and basically she's trying to get the records. But since she was a minor as well, the records are like really sealed. But also they were trying, or the look, I'm just calling what he is, the pedophile, wanted to see the children, and they were going to let him see the children. If I'm uh, um saying it correctly, or understanding what she said correctly. And she was like, how in the hell you gonna let a man who clearly took advantage of me when I was a young girl see these children? Doesn't make sense. um Marcelino says, things could, be stressful, and he worried about her because it could take a lot of money and stuff. Well, like everyone has said, Marcelino, get a GD job, okay? And the poker is slowing up. Well, get a GD job, okay? Get a job, play your poker. Nigga, drive for Uber. Drive for Lyft, drive for Uber Eats, drive for Postmates, drive for Grubhub, drive for DoorDash, drive for Instacart, do Amazon Flex if they got it. There are so many things that you can do. So many things that can allow you to bring in some extra money and still have that schedule that you want. So be quiet. So, Brittany, oh, my God. Brittany says, people tell me I was so young and that, I shouldn't be so accountable for my actions because I was so young and I was taken advantage of. But why do I have to pay the price for everything? And I was just like, if it was not for Brittany Now, I don't, we can say Marcelino by association because he knows Brittany. But if it was not for Brittany being on this show, the show would be just 100% trash. Because Brittany is the person. Brittany's story is 100% genuine. Brittany has made her life. She has successfully, like, stayed out of prison, gotten one of her kids back, is working to get her other children back, and she just wants to be there. So Brittany goes and she tries to find a pedophile. And last time she seen him, he was arrested for stealing a flat screen and she was pregnant. She said that she met him. She was 12 years old. This man was like, "Hey, do you have a place to go? What you doing out here? You're a child." She said no. He took her to the security guard. The security guard was the pedophile. And they were there ever since. Last time she saw him, he was getting arrested for the flat screen. She was pregnant. She finds him and he's incarcerated. He is getting out for parole next month, and so she knows exactly where he's going to be, since he's going to be like all of the inmates on parole go to the same thing, and she knows exactly what time and everything. So she's going to go see him, and just go say a little few words to him, maybe rough him up a bit. you know I don't even gotta rough your ass up. You nasty dirty piece of nasty ass shit. You dirty look. You know what? Because I'm serious. You nasty ugly man. You might have to rough them up. I thought about it. But no, you think about yourself as a child, and the fact that you were taken advantage of, the fact that you were engaging in adult activities with an adult. It ain't like she got pregnant by a 12-year-old. You were engaging in adult activities with an adult who pushed you into this situation, who took advantage of you. I think you need to maybe. I think you need to maybe do a little harm. Anyway, oh gosh, my eye. We see Andrea and Lamar. They go out because he wants to show her how much he cares about her. She knows that things aren't going really good, but it's really hard to reconnect with her husband. She wants to know why they aren't together. He says, you live in Utah, I live in California. He says, or she says that, every time I come to California and I want to be with you, you always going out with your friends or your brother and everything. And he was like, "I do everything for the kids, I do everything for you. Can I just, like, sometimes not just have time for myself?" Andrea says in her confessional, which is the only thing that Andrea is talking about, she, it used to be all about her. But now, since he's free, he wants more independence. Wow. It's almost like he's out of prison and now able to do and experience more things, and he's still with your ass. This nigga ain't going out around cheating, is he? Is he? He ain't going around eating ass, is he? He's going around doing what he needs to do, and still, look, who knew I would be so much on Lamar's side? I knew first time I met Andrea. I knew. Anyway, um Andrea says she's tired of going to bed alone. He says he got out and it was all about her, and it's always going to be about you, but I just would like to have time for myself as well. She says, "Well, one of us needs to decide," and he says, "Well, I'm in school." And Andrea says that when he was in prison, he said that he would come to Utah. Then he couldn't parole to Utah, and now he can't. And then she says we can file for a divorce. And Lamar doesn't understand. Lamar says that she's ungrateful for everything that he's done, for her and the children, and that he's grown up around um, people not being reliable, and father figures not being there, and growing up in the system and everything, and he wants to be there, and he does, and he wants to make it work, and he doesn't want to be that man. And that's how it ends. Then we get to Michael and Sarah, and it's the 100% complete opposite. Okay. Sarah yelling, saying that he not gonna take the kids, and then she said that she smelled alcohol on his breath. He like, bitch, ain't no alcohol on my breath. She like, you ain't gonna call me a bitch. She tells him to leave. Michael doesn't understand why they're talking about why he keep calling her my nigga. Why? That's all I want to know. Why do you keep calling this white woman your nigga? Anyway, Michael doesn't understand why they're talking about other men and women, and he says that she's just salty because she wants to be with him. She says that no, my guy, I don't want to be with you. I'm trying to talk to you about the kids, but you're not responding. And then he calls a taxi. A a taxi. Do you know what a taxi is? Hmm? A taxi. He called a taxi. A taxi. A taxi. He called a taxi, and I was very confused. Um, Sarah says that she doesn't know how to raise her children to be in this situation, or in this situation to like, I don't know, but y'all know what she means. Um, he wants Sarah to stop being so bitter because it's going to affect the parenting. He gets into the taxi. He goes back to Maria. Maria says it's not your fault. Michael says that he understands that Aviana, because he talked about how Aviana was crying. He understands that Aviana is going to protect her mother, because he and his father could go out and have a good day, a fun day, the most funnest day. But if he started talking out the side of his neck about his mother, then all of that was shot. And he understands that, but his biggest concerns is that his kids will go through the same stuff because his father wasn't there. But it's like, well, I mean, so your children are going to go through the same things because you aren't there. I don't get it. Michael was talking about, going to court, and Maria has 1.5 eyebrows because right here is missing. Just that's gone. So she walking around like this, like this. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, um, and I don't know if he wants to go to court to like get full custody. I know he ain't gonna get full custody. Anyway, she says that if shit don't change, then a visit gonna be gotten from her. Let me tell you something. 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 Let Maria walk her ass into my home, onto my property. Let Maria call my phone. Let Maria say my name. Okay? Let Maria. Maria can't even say words that start with an S around me. Okay? Let Maria say A. What A? What is A? Not Aviana. Not what's the other daughter's name? Rain. Not neither one of them. Oh Lord Jesus. I'm not a fan of Sarah, but if Maria comes there, I want Sarah to mollywop that bitch. Because this, Michael, this is not it. Okay? Do not have this woman who no one laid down with. Well, you laid down with her. But while we were creating our children, don't have this woman come up in here talking about some stuff, okay? Don't do it, Michael. I don't think it's very beneficial, Michael. That's all I gotta say, okay? That's all. that I, an American, have to say, because I know damn well if this woman with her 1.5 eyebrows come up, comes up to my home talking about we got a problem, why you won't let Michael see his damn child, I'm gonna go into a blind rage. If I was there, I would be in a blind rage. There would be there. I have mace on my keychain. I'm wasting the whole bottle. And if he come out, I'm wasting the whole bottle. I'm a please ask y'all to get on up off my property before I call the cops. Okay, that's number one. Number two, all I'm saying is, Michael, if you're not a man, it don't seem like, but if you got common sense, you wouldn't do that. Anyway, I'm gonna be done. My 90 Day Fiance review, the tell all, will be tomorrow. I know it's late, but whatever. If y'all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Everything else you need to know about me will be down below. My name is Brielle. I make beats, I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.